Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm busy.
And we're going to talk about the circle today.
Yay!
But first, if you're new to this channel, please click subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And we have a Patreon. And I'm so excited for the first time. I've got Busy Blue on Nerdtainment, y'all.
I'm so nervous. I hope they like me.
Oh my God. I am hating what's happening here. You guys who do know who are subscribed know I'm traveling this week, and Douglas set me up with this gorgeous setup with great lighting, and then right before we were going live, I couldn't get Wi-Fi in that room, so I ran into the other room, and here we are. And so now I will have half lighting on my face. But what's important is that I'm talking to Busy. How have you been?
I have been. We didn't come here to see you. We just want to listen to what you have to say.
Okay.
I have been good. I've been
Sounds
so excited about this. I talked to Sarah today, and I was telling her. And if you guys watch any of my videos, which you should be, you should already be subscribed. If not, I should feel so sorry for you. But I was telling her that I didn't watch episode 6, so we're gonna watch it. She's gonna talk to us about it together, but I'm excited to talk about episode 5. It's a good day. My arm is still sore from the shot, but yeah.
Isn't that crazy how it really hurts the arm?
I was like, "Bruh," and I talked to my mom, and she was like, "Oh, that's normal." I was like, they should stress that just a little bit more. Okay, she talked about it, but she didn't really tell me for real, like you gonna feel it.
Yeah, I couldn't lift my arm there for a little while.
Yeah.
I remember when I was little, when I was like 10 years old, my sister got measles, and we had an entire measles outbreak because of my sister got it, and the whole town lost their minds, and I had to get extra vaccines, 1 shot in each butt cheek. And I could not walk for the whole day. It hurt. Those vaccines are no joke.
I think that they were extra with that. Why did they have to do
Thank you, Evelyn, for the super chat. Right? What a treat.
That's too much. And where did she get the measles from? Did she take a trip back to the 1800s?
Yeah, we went to the mall, and it happened to be the 1800s, and then we got the measles from the mall.
No.
Anyway, too much information.
How are you?
I got vaccines in my butt cheeks. I'm fine, other than I have weird shooting this week, weird setups and lightings. Oh, but Jovi's joining us. There's Jovi.
Hey, Jovi. Oh, my dog's joining us too.
Yay!
He's asleep with his doggy. He's taking a nap with his doggy.
Well, today, episodes 5 and 6 dropped on the Netflix about the circle. Since this is our first time talking about it together, Busy, tell me overall, how do you feel about this cast? How do you feel about this season?
I feel that they got the great value, Busy, okay, with Courtney. Because I applied, okay, but the girls didn't want me, okay? But they got great value, Courtney. Okay, so I'm okay, but I'm loving him more and more. I think that we could definitely chill. We would definitely chill. Why is River here? I mean, I'm tired of River, and I'm nervous about him and these young men that he is so close with. Something about it, just to me, something about it seems a little fishy and sneaky. We need to go check his house while he's in the circle, because I feel like we can find photos somewhere, possibly allegedly. And who else? I'm team Vanna, rest in peace. But I was team Vanna the whole entire time. I don't
Okay.
I was
team you drawing.
I'm team Taralisha, okay, all day. I'm team Vanna all day, every day, and I want Taralisha to go. I'm so tired of her. I'm also frustrated and tired of um, Emily. Okay, she too big
Oh,
for her
right.
britches,
Yeah.
and
Emily Jack.
just got so much energy and power behind the fact that you're not even being you. Okay, you think you so great, and you're being someone else. Okay, if you was real a body, you would be yourself, but you couldn't. Okay, so imagine the life that you must live and lead. That you are so excited, like I could be anyone. That's sad. Okay, yes, you could be anyone, but you are. They made only one you. Okay, and you so pressed to be everybody else. Okay, when he said Kim Jong Un, I said somebody lock him up. Okay, because now I'm very afraid. On one of the episodes, he said I can't even be Kim Jong Un, and I said, now that's scary that you would even talk like that. So he could go go because I'm nervous that he's gonna do this in real life once he leaves the circle. Chloe has become my hoe of a favorite. Like I just really love her. My soul speaks her soul's language.
Yeah.
And I love that she acts on it. And I had never been that person. So I love that. I wish that Trevor slash Delisha came in as her. I am so in love with her as her person. Like just as
Delisha,
who she is. Yes. I love her so much. And am I missing anybody? Lance Bass slash that lady in that house coat, she could go. She could go immediately, okay, and we won't miss you, bro.
But how funny is that? I mean, look at her and look at who she's catfishing as. I mean, I find that hysterical.
I'm not a fan of her, and I'm even less of a fan of Lance Bass. Okay, so I wasn't surprised when they showed him. I was like, well, seems like something he'll do.
Are you an NSYNC person or like I had to reveal that I'm an NKOTB person, or are you anyone else? Any other boy bands? What is your boy band of choice?
You don't be afraid of anyone. I actually, I did like NSYNC. They wasn't that big. They only had 2 albums, right? They only had 2 albums, right? I think it was only 2. And the Backstreet Boys like really blew them out the water, you know. And I really thought that the Backstreet Boys about to go away, but they're even still touring now. So, if I could pick like a group that I loved, it definitely wouldn't be NSYNC. I would probably go more of Boys to Men. I love the harmony. I love the vocals.
Yes, nobody has harmonies like Boys to Men.
Okay, and we don't need auto tune. I can get on key.
Heart.
Yeah. Okay, so NSYNC.
No. Okay. Yeah. Great.
What about you?
Well, I adore Lee, even though it's weird and like how is he still there and how is he actually doing kind of well? I don't understand all that, but I think Lee is hilarious. I was loving Savannah and Terralisha. I was maybe 1% more team Terralisha than Savannah, but I think both of them had such great potential, and then I was really mad at both of them for getting game and just going in on each other, which I understand. You get caught up in that moment, but they both
Terralisha
threw their games down. They both did it. They both said too
much. And then she had the nerve to say, "Look at what you did." See, now we at the bottom on episode 4. Look what happened to us. Look what you did, girl. You started it. All you had to do was say, "I'm sad too," but no.
Yeah, that's what she definitely should have said. Yes, we're so heartbroken. Period. End of story. Yeah. Chloe, I was like, what is this? And then now she's really grown on me. She is really amazing, and she actually is playing the game. So that makes me happy because I just thought, oh, she's not gonna play the game, but she's playing the game for sure. So overall, I love the cast, adore Courtney. I think Courtney took all of our spots, all of us YouTubers. He took our spot, but that's okay because he's super fun, and hopefully he comes on all of our channels and talks to us.
He won't be on mine. I've been calling him Great Value Busy from the beginning.
Hopefully
he can take a joke though, and then he'll come.
Yes. He could take a joke.
Chloe, Courtney, I was joking.
Well, okay, let's start. We're gonna do episodes 5 and 6.
Mhm.
And so this top of episode 5 is when we are now like stepping into the inner circle. This whole Savannah went to see Courtney. She gives him basically a little advantage here, and we're learning about the inner circle, which turns out to be quite a thing. I think
Yeah.
that
I think
don't
it
know if
looks better than the
Ooh.
actual the actual twist. How do you feel about the overdoing of the? I feel like they overshare parts of the twist. So I love that. I love the twist. And I'm sure we're gonna get into it. I love the twist. I don't like how they were so strict and stringent on what the players can and cannot do with the twist. And how they gave the rules to the players, the new players. I was like, oh my god, y'all giving too much, and then you're also interfering too much. Like, if I want to say it, let me say it. If they're gonna say it, let me say it.
Right. What was it that they were? I was even confused.
Just has to be a secret, and you can't tell anyone. This is like, girl, why not? I would have come into the game so differently. Is it you, girl? Let me get down to the bottom of this.
Right. So ultimately, they were like, "We're going to bring in an anonymous Joker. He can reveal information to you, but you guys can't like go spilling it. Basically,
yeah. Or say that there's a Joker. Or say that there's a Joker. Yeah.
Gotcha. Right. Well, I guess they're like trying to have some rules, like whatever. Okay. Anyway. But Courtney like really went in with an agenda. Courtney's like, okay, I'm going to try to sound like Emily, and I'm going to throw some peeps specifically under the bus and make it seem like the girls aren't trustworthy. And he kind of like just dove right in.
I was so shocked. I was. No disrespect to Courtney, but I was like, he's gonna F this up. He's really gonna F this up. Then the girl sat down and it was like, yo, this is the Joker power. At first I was like, whack. Okay. I got as step by step, they were explaining it like it was a chat. I was like, oh my God, does the Joker get to be someone else?
Yes.
I was so excited, and then they're like, no, sorry, like, calm down. You get to be just the Joker, who's not a real person, but you get to act like someone else. So I was like, oh, he's going to F this up because he has such a big personality. Whatever he does, you will start to realize it's him as you communicate with him more throughout the game. So I was like, I need him to really come in here with a strategy. And when he started talking, I was like, this is Emily. And he was like, I want them to believe that this is Emily. And I said, well, girl, you got it.
He really did. He did a pretty good job, I thought. And then he just like laid it out. Like, well, so, at first we're seeing that he's the Joker. He gets to look at the new people's profiles or whatever. And then we're meeting these new people. And then he gets to actually talk to them and just laid out. He was like, Chloe, Alicia, here you go. Do not trust. We got snakes. And I was like, oh.
I was so shocked. I think he did an amazing job. I think that I haven't watched episode 6, so I'm still going off of my virginity, like one of the new players. I feel like he could have fooled them. I think he could have fooled them.
Yeah. Immediately Kat is saying like, this sounds like it might be Emily if she's talking like woman empowerment's not working, this girl thing's not working, and then specifically is calling out the other female names. But let's talk about these new players. We got Mitchell and we got Kat.
Yes, Mitchell.
What do you think?
Why is, and I say this from the bottom of my heart, why is Mitchell only 22?
Okay, I don't believe that.
Girl, did you see one of his photos? And it was like beard. Like, people take years to grow stuff like that. It was like beard. And then now it's gone.
Easily 30. Easily.
That's
30.
what I said, because my partner was a little too smitten by him. And I was like, okay, look, you're giving me Lee vibes. Like, calm down. We're in our 30s. Okay, he said 22. Okay.
22.
Yes,
Come on,
it's something about
25, maybe I'd believe.
I
But
said I was like
honestly,
late
mm-mm.
20s.
Late.
Late 20s.
Hmm.
Bro.
Yeah. This guy knows how to use a French press and couldn't keep up with a circle chat.
Girl, that's
No.
I couldn't. Now, I will say this. I'm still gonna go off the fact that I only know of him being 22. He's a cutie. You know, he'll be a little heartbreaker one of these
Oh,
days.
he's a hottie for sure.
Yes. Oh, he's so
I
attractive.
remember last season. I didn't cover the circle, but I went on Jolene's channel because she was covering it, and the last season was Ed and his mom. Did you watch last season?
Yes, and they were
Okay.
boring AF. Okay, they
They
weren't
were.
on the
I
same
don't know
page.
how they got cast. I didn't understand it then. I still don't understand it. But Jolene was like, I stalked, the mom and was like, she has this other son. And she showed me, and we looked at Mitchell's IG profile and we were like, he's the hot one. What is Ed doing on the show? And then boom, here we are, season 2. And we got Ed's hotter brother, Mitchell, who
Maybe he
is
wasn't old enough.
doesn't own a shirt,
He
right? If
does
he's
not.
really 22, he just
Yeah, maybe he was only 20 and he couldn't go into the circle because he was only 20 back then when they were casting, and now he
mm-hmm.
turned 21 after, and now he's 22.
Yeah. He definitely gives me Joey Sasso vibes. And I remember Ed and Joey were like best friends immediately because they have that sort of like Jersey-ish
I do love
take.
Joe. Well, no, Joey's from Rochester, where I'm from.
Whatever. I don't know. It's all the same to me. I don't
I
know.
love it. Don't tell New
What's
York that.
Wait, yeah, where's Rochester's New York, yeah?
Yeah,
And I
but New
think
York
Ed's
City and
actually
Jersey and all that.
Philadelphia. It's all the same to
Oh,
me. I'm sorry. I don't know the
that's the
difference.
same. See, that's similar. Philadelphia and Rochester, those can go hand in hand.
Oh, okay.
He's more
Yeah,
entertaining
sorry.
than Ed
I
and
don't
Tammy,
know.
though. I don't know if he's
Yeah.
more entertaining or just more fun to look at. I was just thinking to myself,
Not
like,
candy.
thank God. Like, thank God he's in here. And then when he said 22, it's like my morals and values, just like, oh, dang, I can't lust like I want to. Thank God Chloe's here to say what I'm
He's
thinking, but I
legal?
can't
What
like
are you talking
actually say.
about?
Yeah, but he's just too young for me. I'm 33 years old. Okay, I would have been writing, and you would have been born. Like I would have at least been able to say a couple of words and read a couple of words at 10. You know, at least put sentences together, use my brain, and say, you know what, I can do reading comprehension. And you just got out of the womb. Like you just got out of the womb.
Oh, Jamie, right? I don't believe this either. This doesn't
You don't
make
think so?
sense.
Maybe that's why his hair's growing so fast.
I mean, why would he lie about it? I don't understand why he would lie about it, but also what I don't
Why
know.
you lie? She's like, why is I don't think he's lying, but why would he lie? But I don't know. I know he's good to look at. I thought he was point,
Yeah.
point, point. I love the
Point.
crawl. I love the crawl. What the notes did
What
I have
about
about
Cat?
him?
What about Cat? What do we like to do? I
Oh my
love me some
God, I
Cat.
love a statue. I love Kat when she came in. She gives me hood, but she like I love every part of it. She came in like I'm up in this beat, okay? And she's 6'7".
Oh, is
She's
that how
six
tall she
foot
is?
seven. Yeah, she's a professional volleyball player. I love that she
Wow.
came in. I love that these two new people came in playing as themselves. Um, I love everything about her. I feel like she's gonna give me what I need, what I want. She is
Yes.
hardcore. She's here to play the game. I
Busy,
love her.
she's a Pisces.
Ah, yes, I missed that part. And Pisces, we're intuitive. Okay, we
Yep.
see through what's
Yep.
going on. Our emotions take over us sometimes, all the time. That's what's
Little
gonna be our
bit.
problem. But
Yeah.
I love her. I'm here for Kat all day, every day. Kat with a K. I'm here for her all day, every day.
Yes, KHAT Cat. I loved her energy. She like bounced in, having so much fun. She kept screaming, "I got friends!" Like yes, I love her. And
Yeah.
I mean, she's going to be competitive with her whole being a professional athlete. So I'm here figuring out, how she's going to play, what she's going to do. Okay,
Everyone's
so
more competitive than last year.
So much more competitive and pretty strategic. And then also the circle is like throwing in some stuff and really messing with them, which I love.
Yeah, give us a chance to get the game first. And they're like, no, you saw it.
No, mess with them. Mess with them. Yeah, Kat had some really good reads. So true. So we already talked about how like the Joker does get to talk to them. Courtney's really throwing it out. Then everyone gets to put up 2 new pictures.
Oh, can I ask you a question?
Some people want to
There's no shade. There's no shade. And Sarah, maybe you could tell me. I know you do this thing, so maybe you have more insight. Why does Courtney have to leave his apartment to be the Joker?
Oh, I don't know.
The dramatics of it all. Of it all. Why does Courtney have to? I just got finished making dinner. Now I have to go out and walk down. Who knows? He probably has to go to the lobby. Who knows where he has to go? Why does he have to leave his apartment? Okay.
It's so produced. It's so, but like, it's the same. Like the 2 influencers have to go to the influencer chat and they like walk out of their apartment to a whole nother room to like give us this vibe when the whole thing is social media. They're all in like a private chat or a group chat. You could just then go into the influencer chat, which is over here. The inner circle, take me to the inner circle.
Right.
It does not make sense. Good point. Anyway.
I was so over it. It was like, go to the inner circle. I'm thinking, why is he leaving? First of all, I would feel more comfortable tricking y'all from the comfort of my living room. Like I can really get y'all together from my living room. Yeah,
especially since Courtney like walks into this inner circle and it's just a room. Like he's not doing anything
at all.
Special
a chair,
there.
Just a chair.
Yeah, just a chair. Just a new chair.
He loves it. He's like, oh, you always make me feel so welcome. Girl, I know he would love a good morning text.
Yep. Okay, we got 2 new pictures from these people. Mitchell showed his bouquet.
I know the cakes. Oh my God! Why is he only 22? I'm going to go in thinking that he's not. The cakes were there. The cakes, the legs, everything, and it was hairy. I loved it. I just have to say I loved it. I loved every part of it. I love a hairy cake. It was
Chloe and her big sandwich.
No, Chloe in her hashtag, I'll put anything in my mouth.
Okay.
Y'all let that marinate. Let that marinate. Chloe hashtag, I will put anything in my mouth.
Then she had the audacity to tell us to the camera, it shows I'm a foodie.
Girl, we get you. I was looking at her like, foodie.
Yeah, foodie. That's the first thing that came to mind. Yeah.
I can't. Dawson hashtag thirsty. Well, you know what? Chloe's the type of girl where, and I love her. Chloe's the type of girl where I can't even call her thirsty because you start to just be like, well, she's gonna be climbing on this one. Like it's her personality. It's not even the thirst, because you could tell when someone is like, oh my God, I'm really like trying. At first I thought that episode 1 and 2, it was like, okay, Chloe, calm down. As we're getting more and more of her, it's just like, well, we know who's Chloe's gonna hop on. We know Chloe's gonna like this person. We know what Chloe's gonna say. We know this is just her. It's her personality. Yeah. I don't think she's thirsty. I think she's well nourished and has all her fluids. I think that the girl she's just hot for everyone and everything, and I love it.
She knows her brand. She knows how to get herself on a TV show, and
I can't. And me and Sarah can't. So she's doing something.
She's doing it right.
Doing something right. I liked her other photo too. The one when she's like this, and then her heel that she had. Girl, what was that? I need that in my life. I don't know if it was a Louis Vuitton. I don't know if they make heels, but it just looks so beautiful. Like both of her pictures. Amazing.
Yeah.
Emily's photos. Which one was Emily? And so she had her photos didn't go with who she's trying to be. But then in one of them, I was like, which one is Emily?
Yeah, Jack is not nailing this.
Is
I don't
he not?
know.
Is he not? Someone should tell him.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard. Catfishing is hard. And if you're going to do it, you got to have some sort of end. Like, I think Delisa is doing it right. She is being her husband. So she's basically being herself.
Yeah.
Slash a man she knows really, really well. That's the way to do it. Or even like if you're someone's assistant for 14 years, I bet you do know a thing or two about that person. But just being like, she's a hot sorority girl that I know. And then you have to pretend to be a completely different sex and know things that you're just not going to, like, he's just not nailing it. And that's weird.
I don't think he's good at it at all. And for some reason, every episode they show him saying that he's so good at it. It's just like, girl, but you're not. And it's frustrating me because the people are like, oh my God. Like every time I feel like he's effed up, they're like, oh, Emily. This is like, really? Really? We'll talk about it when it gets down to the later part. Yeah. But it's like, this does not even remotely sound like a girl.
Yeah, no, I think it's very suspicious.
And I hate to be gender specific, you guys, but it's just like, girl, stop. Who else photos? I liked Courtney's photos. I love how with the gays, this is so with the gays and the blacks. This is so Family Matters. All you gotta do is take off your glasses, and now this is your sexy dark side. You know, I was a fan of that. I loved. Now this is thirsty, y'all. See?
Okay.
Trevor could have me if Trevor wanted it. Okay.
Yeah.
He could receive it as many times as Trevor would like.
Yeah. No, Trevor is a cutie patootie. But also, I think when your wife is speaking for you, it makes you even more endearing. Like he is adorable, and then he comes across as like a sensitive human being.
Yes.
He's
and
a full
even
package.
when they showed the video of him, and he's like, with these looks, and your personality, we got it. And I was thinking to myself, where did she find him? Like, no fair, no fair. It was just it's just everything about Trevor. It's just he touches my soul in other parts,
Yes.
And I loved every
Chloe.
photo that she did and didn't pick. Chloe would hate me because I would not be able to contain myself.
Kareem, thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you, Kareem.
Glad you loving the stream. I don't even remember anyone else's photos, but that was that.
What was River? What was Lee doing with River? Like one was like, just don't. Why is here Ike and Chloe was not featuring Lance's photos? And she was like, "Can we just take it off the screen, please? Can we just take this off the screen?"
Yeah, that clown one or that was it Halloween or something?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was
that's what you get when you get a woman in the house coat. I think
I feel like there's something about River seems, like quirky and unusual. He doesn't seem like a typical dude. And
I think Lee can play him well.
Right. It's helping Lee because Lee is a weirdo and comes across that way because he doesn't speak, 20-year-old. So I think that I think people just like dismiss it because they look at like River's big hair and they're just like, what an interesting person. And then they just move on.
JFTF. Wait. Yeah, JFTF.
Just for the fun, y'all. Hashtag. Okay, let's see what else happens in this episode. We have Trevor talking.
Ooh, Cat. Sorry, Cat in the bra. I was like, girl, give it to us. I love how Cat in her naughty photo. I guess was it naughty and nice? They were picking what was it? Yeah, and she had like the lace. I know that had to be Fenty Like I know it just did, and I was here for it. I stand, and I'm sure producers love this too. We don't have to coach Courtney. I mean Chloe. Like she gives me
No, right.
everything that I need. She's sitting there. She's like, Trevor, who? You know, but not even like, oh my God, like this is gonna be so hard for me. She said if Trevor chatted her, she'll be saying new phone, who this? Okay. I have
Uh-huh.
no idea who you're talking about. And the lust and the frustration on her face and in her body language that what am I gonna do? Like, this is so ridiculous that I now have to choose the
Uh,
anguish.
uh-huh. She's like, oh no. What
I
do I
stand. What do I
do?
do
Yeah.
now? Like they just brought another man in the circle, and it's like, how dare the circle do this to me? And it's like, what am I supposed to do now?
The
Like
fact
the
that she's
world.
debating it so much, I was like, what did you feel like you were like almost exclusive with Trevor?
I love it so.
She's like, what do I do? Yeah, I was like, wow, what?
She
Okay,
was
so we have
just
some
frustrated.
private, or we have some little chats here. So Trevor opens a chat with Kat and Teralicia, which was interesting, and I feel like it ultimately helped Trevor and Teralicia sort of come together because they were not on the same sides here. But
Yeah, it was frustrating to me because Tara Lisa's like, well, this isn't the conversation I want to have. You wouldn't want to have a conversation about black, beautiful queens and family and stuff like that because you're a snake. You know, you're a snake. I hate her so much. But I feel like it did help her because she was able to get out what happened. I don't know. Kat was like, she looked like she needed a friend. Kat was like, she looked like she needed a friend.
yeah,
So I mean, I hear what you're saying, girl, and it sounds cute, but you look desperate. And I thought that's what she was. So thank you, Kat, for reading her.
Then we have Lance who gets a chat going with River and
Oh, wait.
Chloe.
Did she give a mantra?
Oh, they ended up saying like,
I know that Kat gave one because her mantra was,
right,
if you're trying to be the world's expectation, you will always fail, da da da.
which
And
is good.
because Tara Alicia's so into herself and just doesn't understand what's actually happening in the world, did she give a mantra?
She didn't give a mantra, but Trevor Delisa says something at the end about like, I don't know, supporting each other. And then Tara Alicia was like, that's your mantra right there. So she
Girl,
pointed
you're
it out.
fake.
Like,
You have nothing
nah.
to say. You're fake. You're phony. You're fake and you're phony. I'm so over her. She didn't. That's why she didn't give a mantra because there's nothing to say. That's why when everybody was looking side eye, oh my God, who was it? Who was it? Who was it? She didn't even stay on task. She's so pressed about cleaning up her image. Did anybody go see her? I'm just glad I can get a chance to. Girl, go to bed. You must be weary. Go to bed. I'm so over Terry Alicia.
Jamie's right. Busy mad because Van had turned that valve and went out the door. He thought
Blind, you're blind from the circle table.
Okay, then we have this is the chat where Chloe is talking to Lance and River, and she's like, do I tell him how much I'm in love with Mitchell? And then they're all like, Trevor's such a great guy. And she was like, I think I'll keep it to myself then.
Right.
And I was like,
oh,
good, Chloe. I'm glad that she is aware enough to be like, you know what? It's a game, and I don't have to like spill all the beans all the time.
I still love the frustration on her. She's like, oh my God,
Yeah.
okay, no, keep it cool or not keep it cool. Like, I'm in her head with her and I love every part of it. And she's like, oh, we are connecting. He is such a great guy. Oh, why would they do this to me? I love every part of her.
Oh, I love it. Okay, Mitchell is going to chat with Emily / Jack because Mitchell, that's the girl he chose. He said, what girl am I going to go to first? And he chose.
He went to Emily. And Emily was like, just so douchey, just such a guy. Like, I thought you was a baker because you got those cakes.
Okay, first off, you guys have said cake so many times, it makes me think that this is a term that we're using. Is this what we're saying now?
We have been
Okay,
forever.
thank you. Busy, you have to tell me what cake is. I will not know. Otherwise, there's nothing about me that's cool. I do not know lingo.
We got the
So
cakes.
cakes is the tushy area is what we call
We got
cake.
those
Okay,
cakes. Yes, and he
got it.
has the cakes. Now the cakes are there. He can
Hmm.
produce if we needed to see the pastries. He has the cakes. Okay, we know that he
Okay,
has
got it.
the
Hmm.
cakes.
Thank
Okay,
you.
I just didn't like the fact that he was saying these douchey male terms and jokes, and it was just like, this is not a girl. This is not a girl. I knew you got those cases. Like, would Emily say that?
No, most of what Jack is saying, Emily wouldn't say. I feel like we all know Emily better than Jack. But Jack is also celebrating this whole time about how great he is. And I mean, he does have Mitchell pretty excited.
It just, it's frustration. And I remember him ending it like, boom, like, no, I'm the best, not me in the world. Like, I am so good at being myself. Like, there should be an award for this. And it's just like, but you're not good. And he always looks sweaty and disheveled. Just everything about Jack.
He always looks like he just drank Orange Crush. Have you noticed that? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like he always looks like he's drinking orange soda. I was like, Jack, you're on TV.
It's so frustrating to me. And
Clean it up a
meanwhile,
smidge.
back at the ranch, you got Mitch just looking good. I don't know what was on the plate, but he just made everything in the he definitely should be a model because he just made everything in the room look good. I was
I
ready
think
to
he is
eat.
a model, right?
Yeah,
Or
I
he's
was
at
ready
least
to
an
eat.
Instagram a model,
Because I
and
was like, what is that on that plate? Like it just he just makes everything look good.
still hasn't found his shirts yet. But the one interesting thing about this conversation, just game wise, is that Jack does reveal that he and Chloe were the last previous influencers, and that's I don't know if Mitchell is even thinking about the game, but that does
No.
give him interesting information.
You gotta love this girl. See, and this is what I was frustrated about the other people versus Chloe because I'm in we're in Chloe's head. Oh, he was just trying to keep it cool and calm and cute. Like, why can't you? You just can't help but love this girl. First of all, she's spilling tea, and you're like, oh, she's such. You can't help but love her. She's so sweet. You can't help her. Just say you like her, you want to bang her, and then listen to the tea. Like, this is why Chloe's so great.
Yeah.
So I'm just
Agreed.
in love with Chloe.
We picked up on that. In love with Chloe. I do not like the Terralisha. Got
What
it.
was that?
Okay, last thing in this episode is the last mission for the Joker. And this is quite the advantage, I think. Literally, they're like, Courtney, go back down the hallway to that room. Busy really wants you to go back down to that room, and you get to pick an influencer.
Mm-hmm. And that's where it is. So come on, tell us, Sarah, and do your best reenactments.
Okay, so well, actually, there's like one moment in this that you're gonna love, but we'll get to that in a minute. So first up, we come back on episode 6, and we see that Courtney is picking. Oh wait, no,
He's
we
going
don't.
through. Yeah, he's going through all
he's
of
going
them.
through it. He's basically narrowed it down to River or Trevor are the two
Smart
that he's
man.
like could be one of these. But then they like cut away and don't tell us. Okay, so we have Emily and Courtney.
So like the circle. Are you okay with Michelle? Because I'm liking her. She's not giving me too much. She's not giving me too little. But I was watching someone's channel. I'm not gonna say who. But they were like, oh my God, she's not, her jokes aren't hitting, she's not getting it, and all of this stuff. And it's just like, I think she's doing an amazing job. I don't understand what the hate is.
No, there better not be any hate. That person needs to go and sit and think about their life a little bit.
Right.
She's so good. She's so funny. And the joke, I mean, she's not writing these jokes, but I love these like little off comment, like little shade here, a little, cutesy something here. I think she's
And it's not
cool
too much. It's not too much. I'm here for the
No.
cast. I want her here and there. And I think she comes right at the time when I need her. And
Yeah.
she's not overdoing. I'm not laughing so hard and hysterical that I'm missing what's going on in the show. Like, I'm with her.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, because it's not her show. Like, it's not. Agreed. I can't believe anyone would hate on her. Go.
I just had to get that out.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay, what is this? Emily and Courtney have a chat, and they say Chloe told Emily. Oh, right. Okay, so Emily reaching out to Courtney, and Courtney's all like, do I even want to be in this chat? But I'll play it off here.
Don't you love when he's so frustrated when someone calls him that he doesn't like?
I do. He's adorable, but I like that he still like plays it, and he's like, okay, I can't just go off. I have to be like,
yeah.
So Emily reveals to Courtney that Chloe said Courtney, Chloe, and River were a squad. And so Emily was like, I, want to be a part of that squad. Like, I want to be in on that. And Courtney was like, cool. And, played it off.
Sure, you can.
That combo. Then we have Mitchell reaching out to Chloe. Okay, this is the conversation you want to see, Busy. First off, Chloe is in a bubble bath. She's in the bath.
Oh my God, yes! Yes, and the best time for the man with his cakes on who doesn't know how to wear a shirt to contact me. Girl, easy access. Because, Chloe doesn't know how to close her legs, okay? She does not know how to close her legs. Every time
she's all like, bubble bath, and she's like, how many bubbles are in this bath? And Michelle makes a fun joke. And then Mitchell's like, ding, 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 Chloe want a private chat. And she's all like, ah! And then she's like, it was so hilarious. It's so flirty. She's legitimately like, Mitchell, I'm in a bubble bath right now. And he's all like, is there room for me? And she's like, I don't know. How big are you? I mean, Busy. It's hilarious.
Oh my God. I cannot wait. I cannot. I'm getting off right now. Right. Oh my God.
It immediately. It's so good. They say, this was new lingo I learned. He said, do you have all the bands? Like, how does Mitchell have British lingo? He's like, do you have all the bands? And she's like, oh, I have all the bands. And then Michelle has to tell us that that's British for banter, like cutesy conversation.
Okay.
Anyway, learned that. But then while she's talking to Mitchell in the bathtub, Trevor interrupts and there's a ding, ding, ding. Trevor wants to have a private chat with you. And she's all like, oh my God, what do I do? And then she decides to just end it with Mitchell. She's like, oh, babes, gotta go, like, get out of the bathtub.
Smart.
And he is about to respond, but she like leaves the chat. And he's all
not
like,
too fast.
Oh, yeah. He was like, oh, and then, she's just gone. Okay. And then she's like, hey, Trevs. And they do have a cute a more real, she's not quite, as like, I'm in a bathtub with Trevor, but they have a really good conversation. And at the end of it, she's like, no, Trevor's real. Like, he really gets me. I'm glad I, ended it with Mitchell to talk to Trevor. Trevor's my boo.
Girl, but in real life, no bueno, because you're going to be very upset when you go see Delisha because you should have kept talking to the real man. In real life, wrong move. But, oh my God. Oh my
God. But, because it's Delisa and not Mitchell, like it's better conversation, Delisa like knows how to be like, I'm a cute little guy and then I got you coming to me,
that she's like, I think it was episode 3 or episode 4, but she's like, no, I think it was episode 3. She's like, oh my God, I feel really good about like making this woman feel good about herself. Like I'm helping her like love herself, and it's like it just feels so good. So I think she loves the flirtiness.
Yeah.
Sarah, your reenactment is priceless. That's what I thought. Like, I was here for every part of it. I'm so
It's
excited.
good. You're going to love it. It was very, very fun and cute. It makes you just love Chloe even more. Then they play a silly game called Batter Up where they make pancakes. They're supposed to be in the shape of animals or
So
something, and
cute.
everyone's are horrible, of course. But I do
Every
like
one of
this
them?
little, oh, pretty much, yeah. Everyone made a mess. None of them looked good or edible, but Kat and Trevor win. Those were the
Okay.
most decent, halfway decent. And then the circle comes in, says, alert, y'all, there was a thing called the Joker. And the circle totally outs that the Joker was someone who got to be anonymous and got to talk to the new players first and totally, without revealing who it was, just sort of tells the whole thing to everybody.
No.
Yes. Yeah.
So did you like that? Or because I'm so against it. Just say the Joker got to select the new person. There has been this person was a Joker, and they get to select the new person.
Yeah. Well, yes, I like when the circle or Big Brother or whoever messes with the people. And so I'm like, ha ha ha, because everyone's like, no, what? Who was it? Trying to figure it out. I love
Yeah, but
it.
if they
I'm
give
here for all
too
that.
many details, did they also say that they got a chance to talk to the other two people first?
Yeah, they said they talked to the other two people first. And then they said the Joker got to pick who's going to be one of the influencers, and it turns out he picked River.
Wrong move.
Oh,
Wrong move. Wrong move. Wrong move. So stupid, Courtney. You fumbled the bag, Courtney.
oh no!
You fumbled the bag, Courtney. You fumbled the bag. That was wrong
Courtney
move.
was
Wrong
doing
move.
so good. Okay,
Until then.
he picks River, so everybody knows that. And then they go into rating each other. So we just see, this person, whatever. We don't get actual information here, but we know that Kat and Mitchell are rating people, but obviously they don't get to be rated, right? And this is going to be Lance's first time on the chopping block. So after they finish rating, Terlisha, your favorite, is like real in her head about this Joker thing. She's like, oh crap, who was the Joker? What was said? So she reaches out to chat with Kat, and she's like, hey sis, hey.
Girl,
Like,
hey sis, nothing, girl. See, this is what I'm talking about. When you so in your head, when you so nasty, you so rude, you so evil, you so ugly. Okay, this is what happens. You get frustrated. You get in your feels because when you wrong Eddie Long, it comes up to creep up to you. It gets in your brain. It gets in your mind. It gets in your soul. You can't even wash the dishes. You can't even take a bubble bath. Okay, because you're so stressed. Okay, and this is exactly what I want, Teralisha. I want her pulling out her braids next episode. Okay, piece by piece by piece, because you're so stressed. Okay, now you gotta go and say something.
Literally, everyone else is like on the couch doing whatever, and Teralisha's like, okay, what do I got? Okay, what was said, how much was about me, all that stuff. So she says to Kat, she's like, I'm trying to figure out, who this Joker was. Like, what do you know? And Kat is not hiding out. She's like, well, the Joker was anonymous, so I cannot tell you, like, I do not know honestly who it was, but and then Teralisha's like, but what did the Joker say? And Kat just laid it out. Kat was like, you were, I don't remember, what'd she say? You were a snake and
you were a snake, not to be trusted.
And
we're not sure you are who you say you are, and Chloe is not to be trusted.
Yes. So Kat says it all out, and Teralisha's like falling off her bed and is like, holy smackaroos. And then Teralisha falls for exactly what Courtney was doing and is like, well, to be honest, it sounds like it was Emily. This is what you're telling me. Sounds like that was Emily. And Kat was like, I bet you're right, because yep. And so that's what the agreement is that they come to in this moment.
Oh my God! That's your drama. I'm sorry, your first episode 6. Oh my God, it's so early. Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna love this episode. So that's their little chat before now we get our ratings. Do you have any guesses? Do you want to what do you want to say?
Let me. Justice for Vanna. So I'm gonna say in 8th place, last.
Oh, well, it would be 6th place, but yeah, last place.
The newbies aren't being ranked. They could just vote.
Right. It's just Lance.
And Lance. It's just Lance.
And we already know that River is technically so River's
an
not
influencer.
In the ratings.
Okay, so then we got in last place, I'm going to put Courtney. And 5th place, I'm going to put Terralisha. I just didn't see people connecting with Courtney and Terralisha that much. In 4th place, I'm going to put. I'm gonna put. No, I want Trevor to be 3rd, and I think that Chloe would be number 1. Okay. And then we got Emily and Lance. Lance is 3rd and Emily 2nd. I don't know.
A little yes and no. You're close and then totally off. So 6th place, last place.
Yes.
Is Terralisha.
Yes, you stay down there and you sit. Yes.
I was actually surprised that she got straight up last because we saw in the ratings a couple people were like, I don't think she's going to get good ratings, so I'm going to throw in, a 2nd place, a 3rd place. So she had some pity just to mess it up.
Wasn't enough, girl.
Came in 6th place. So
not enough empathy and sympathy in the world to help you out.
Yeah, that was roof for her. Soup's not happy about that. Then 5th place is Lance. Came in 5th. 4th is Emily.
Whoa! So Courtney's moving up.
Jack was not pleased with that 4th place. 3rd place is Trevor. He is solid middle of the road here, which is great. Then 2nd place.
Oh my God! So it's between Chloe and Courtney.
Yes, Chloe is 2nd and Courtney is number 1.
Oh my God! Yo, this is everything that I need. This is everything that I need. Oh my God! Oh my God! Give me a second.
Take it in.
Oh my God! He chose the influencer, and he is the influencer.
So even though you question, he picked River, but it turns out he's going to be the other person. So I don't think it would have mattered had he chosen. Who was
I think if he chose Trevor, though, they could really get the girl out that they need to. No questions asked. I think River/Lee, she's so on the fence that I feel like Lee will go back and be like, "Well, I'll tell you what happened," and I don't like that. But I feel like Trevor would be more solid. So it just Lee's so wishy-washy. I don't trust him with information. I don't trust that if we go in there and we decide we're gonna do this, that he'll come out. He's so emotional too. I'm not here for it. We need to get Terralisha out. We need to get the mother snakes out this mother play. Okay, we need to get Terralisha out of here.
Well, you got Courtney as an influencer, so odds are super, super high. Okay, so immediately the circle is 2 influencers are River and Courtney. You guys go, and you've got to go block someone. So we go into influencer chat.
Oh, they definitely didn't block it. They didn't do it today. This is a lot in one episode. I need to breathe, Netflix.
Breathe through. Yes, okay, busy. Breathe through it. Breathe through it. It's a lot. Here, let me talk you through it while you're breathing here. They immediately both say, okay, they say let's start. Well, first off, they're like, hey, buddy, so glad to be here with you.
Yeah.
They do a little, gay pride, they
love
each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how it starts. And then they say, what about Chloe first? And they both are like, we love Chloe. She's our girl.
Yeah.
Not going anywhere. So we know Chloe's off the table. Then Lee kind of they go next to Lance, and Lee kind of gives his approach, which I found interesting, because my immediate strategy, if I were in the circle and Lance Bass showed up, he's the first one I'm blocking because he's a celebrity. He's either a celebrity or he's a catfish. So that's my strategy to block him. But Lee actually explains that he thinks bring Lance all the way to the end, but because he's a celebrity, no one
would give him the money.
him to win. So I was like, oh, okay. Lee is also in love with Lance Bass, so it might be that as well. But that's his approach on that. And
I like it.
Like, cool, I'm fine with Lance, whatever, don't care.
I got bigger fish to fry.
Lee reveals that he isn't very connected to Trevor, but kind of keeps it open of like, but are you? Because like I'm open. And Courtney's like, yes, I really like Trevor. I'm
open to Trevor.
Yeah. And so Courtney was kind of like, I think you should try to be friends with Trevor, Lee. And Lee's kind of like, okay, we'll just leave that as that is. They both are kind of vague about Emily. They're both kind of like, what's Emily? And they're both like, I don't know. What's Emily? You know, like
that's enough for me to say she needs to go. Is it only one person or two that they're blocking?
One, just one.
Okay.
And then last but not least, they get to Tara Alicia, and Courtney's like, look, and I was really proud of Courtney, the way that he handled this. He was like, I like you, River, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. Savannah told me after the very first influencer chat, because it was Savannah, Tara Alicia, that Tara Alicia tried to get me out. So I would be scared if we kept Tara Alicia in this game.
Oh, okay, smart. Oh my God. You know what? You know how to get my blood pressure going, but then you also bring it back. I love it. Okay. So I love that tactic. I'm here for it. It was very honest. It was very real. It was emotional. You know, Lee cries. You know, after he met old boy one day, you know, he was crying about him leaving. So I think this was a smart tactic.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, if you appeal to someone like that and you aren't coming across mean or catty or like snaky, you're just like, hey, I feel like we're connected, so I'm going to be honest with you. It worries me that this person's coming after me. You really have to listen to that and be like,
what can you say to them?
Yeah, exactly. Well, and that's where the episode ends. They leave us on a cliffhanger. We do not know who gets blocked, but it sounds like it's either going to be Tara Alicia or Emily, and I have to imagine it's Tara Alicia.
What do you think Tara Alicia was doing in her room? I hope packing her bags and getting ready to go.
She shooketh, and she's real worried. She's over there.
Packing her bags ready to go. Face just stuck like this.
I feel so bad I feel really bad that Tara Alicia and Savannah both were like strong, smart women. And they're potentially both going to be. It was her
fault, girl. You thought you may have won the battle, girl, but you definitely did not win the war. It's time to go pack your bags. Time to go. You and that blue hair. Okay, girl, it's time for you to go.
Oh,
okay.
God,
sorry, she did. If she really was that good, then she would have made it on unscathed. But you're not, because you still were the mess. Okay, if we could tell when we really got out the person who needed to get out. Girl, the house didn't feel so. The apartment complex didn't feel so. We still have a messy tenant. We still got a loud tenant. Okay, and she has to go. She opened up one of my packages and stole my Amazon Prime thing that I ordered yesterday. Somebody she still
your
has
Amazon
to go.
Prime package off of your porch.
She has to go.
Mama Bev in the chat being all cutthroat over here. She's not
Beverly
blocked either.
Look at Beverly's photo. Look like she's so sweet, but she's like, little bitch gotta go too. Okay, she gotta go too.
That's my mom, and she's also a Pisces.
I love her so much even more. Look at her. She's smiling. She's sweet. She's giving us face, and then she's she gotta go too. Okay, she gotta go.
You know those Pisces, so sweet, and then cut you off.
Yes, I would say y'all don't want to be my enemy. Okay, it is so much better for me to like you or just feel mad about you. Okay, but once I am done, Okay, you better call who you need to call. Okay, because it's over for you. Okay, in more ways than one.
Wait, one word about what comes next. Glamaquins? Am I supposed to know this word, or is that what's in next and I don't know this word? Okay.
Girl, I didn't watch
All
episode
right.
6. You thought I watched
Yeah.
episode 7? Okay, let's guess though. Let's guess. One word about.
Glamaquins. Are we getting glamorous? We getting what's a
Okay.
quin? Are we getting
Is
mannequins?
it
No, that's a
is it
mannequin.
two models coming in?
Yes. No. Yes. I love it. Mm-hmm.
I
Oh, this is
wonder.
a good question, Shafika. If Teralisha is blocked, who would she visit? Now, this is interesting because last
Ooh, good
season they
question.
were just like, hey, go visit somebody. And then this season they seem very sort of like directive, like, we want you to go visit one of these two people kind of thing. So I don't even know if Teralisha is going to be able to go.
I hope they don't give her
Whoever.
any. I hope they just do what you need to do. Like, as long as you're leaving, go see whoever. I hope they do like a no rules, no rules.
Uh-huh.
So
Well,
if she could pick anybody, who do you think she'll go to?
Teralisha is the closest with Chloe now, right? Weren't they the like maybe closest?
They were, but I haven't seen her communicating with her that much. Well, we don't see everything, so.
I mean, it'd be great if she went to go see Emily and just saw that Emily's a catfish. That would be funny.
Oh, it's the drama I need, okay? Because you fake, and now you get to go see who you thought was real in quotation marks, okay? So I actually would love, for me, I would want her to go see Emily, okay? Or at least Courtney, okay? Which there's no way she'll go see Courtney, but go see Emily or go see Courtney.
Or Trevor? Do you think that she goes to see Trevor to be like, what a weird experience
about her and
this
Trevor.
was?
I don't think she feels any connection with Trevor. I think that, beautiful, when they did the barbecue group chat, she was even like, because at first I was like, what is BBQ? But it was like,
yeah, me too. I'm so glad that she did it too. She was like, barbecue. Oh, okay.
Yeah, what is the barbecue? I don't got no barbecue mantra, girl.
Why are we talking about barbecue?
I don't think she'll pick Chloe or Trevor. Really? Hermes mom? Really?
Hermes? Isn't it fancy and expensive?
Hermes. Ooh, I like that better. Oh, come on, feet. Come on, legs. Come on, butterflies. Sorry, I fall in love with people's photos. I do that all the time. Come on, legs. That would be interesting.
I feel like it'll be Chloe or Emily. I mean, those are the only two people she was really talking to. I mean, she kind of lost all her friends. I don't know.
She sure did.
Was close to River at one point, but then River was like, sell you up the river, you know? She was like, no.
True. Oh my God, I'm so excited. First of all, you did an amazing job. You brought me there. You took me back. You spun me around. Like,
I'm so glad I got to act out a bubble bath for you. That was the highlight right there. That was the best. Well, I know Busy has to go jump over to Jolene's channel at some point. You got Sip and Key tonight. So thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, everyone in the chat. You guys are hilarious, and I love it. And Busy is linked right here in the title. So if for some reason you're not subscribed to him, go do it right now.
Hopefully I can come back.
Yes.
I enjoyed this so much.
I'm excited that you're watching the circle. I didn't have a circle schedule going into this, so I'm so glad that you were available to chat with me. What else do you have going on? Do you have anything else you want to lead the peoples to?
Oh, so yeah, if you guys want to follow my channel on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I do a Busy Blue and Associates meeting where we talk about hot topics, but I do it in a comedic form where you are working with me. Nobody's above anyone and everyone's nothing. So join me on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays on my channel where we go through that. I also am reviewing I'm not reviewing anything right now. That's pretty much it. I do a lot of vlogs now. Real Housewives of Atlanta, and some sipping key, which is really just me and Jolene gossiping and talking or ranting about anything. You can go to Jolene's channel, and we do that every Wednesday, and we review Real Housewives of Atlanta every Sunday. So yeah, he does not pay well. Oh, he been fired.
Uh-oh, Jamie, you in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
You in trouble. Yes, on Saturday, the next 2 episodes, David and I will get to talk about those on Saturday. And then tomorrow is BB Can Eviction with David. And then Friday, I'm over on Jolene's channel for more BB Can. Lots of BB Can happening right now. Oh, but then next Monday, Drag Race finale. So join us for that as well. All right,
Are the
Busy, we'll have you
sexy
back
black
for
men?
sure.
Are the sexy black men out of BB Can? So I don't watch BB Can, but I'll tell
No,
you.
the sexy black men are in charge. They are
Oh!
leading.
Oh, my ovaries that I don't have.
One of them might go this week, but he's probably going to come right back in because there's a battle back. So no,
Oh,
the
not
sexy
if it's a
black men are-
puzzle. We've seen that already.
Don't give us a puzzle. Triggered. We're all triggered. I can't even. No, don't do it. Can't happen. All right, you guys. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.